Okay, I got this centered up. This is 3 inches off of here, both sides. This is 3 inches off of this bolt. So this is square with a frame. This one's 3 inches. This one might have moved a little bit, but it basically was square. I've got this cowl is 43 inches across here. So I've got it touching here. I've got it touching here. I marked this piece here for the center line. Half of the cowl, 21 and a half. My little marks are lined up in there. I checked it across here. I put this brace on and clamped it. This is exactly straight. I moved the cowl back to where this bolt hole here lines up with a bolt hole in the frame. That's all clamped in solid. This is all clamped in solid. I'm a little bit off of my roof here. Sitting pretty good there. Looks like my tin's going to line up here. I'm going to have to just cut this bottom out here to clear that bottom brace. Holes are lined up good. Cowl's lined up good. Everything is square. My cowl line almost matches where I marked it before. This side's all straight with a cowl there. I've got a big bow in the side of the cowl. I don't know why that is. I need to cut out a piece of the bottom there. This one here is pretty straight. I need to cut a piece of the bottom out of it. But I can get this all hunky-dory. There's the pretty much exactly where this frame is going to go. Sure made a big difference re-welding that piece in there. I've got this bar here lined up with the back of the door. The same thing over there. This piece has got an inch welded into it. I don't know whether I'll take that out and do something else or try to make this cowl fit it. I'll have to do the same on that side. I think rather than doing this, I might cut this one out and just bend a half-inch rod to the shape I need, same as this door. And once I've got that, then I can weld this cowl onto that 3/8 piece. I don't know where my door joints are going to go. This back one's pretty close. The roof is sitting down on it now. It still kind of looks like it's pointed up, but I don't know what I'll have to do to bring that down. Probably cut a little out of that side over there, and you can see it's pretty tweaked there. I need to take some 1/2 inch piece run on the inside of this roof and tack it all on there so the roof is flat and straight. It looks like it's bending down a lot right there, which would hold the back up. Maybe I'll just put some clamps on it for now and see what it looks like. They're sure having fun out there in the street. Been at it for a week or so. Notch is in the middle of planting roses. He's got 8 of them alongside the lawn there. So everybody's having fun this spring. Got lots of fun today. You know, I've been playing with this top, trying to get it on. You can see the angle there. It's tilted back. Looks like what's holding it is the front of these panels here. I had it down here and I could get it over the thing and get about where I got that steel bar there. I get that pretty straight, but it was pointed way up, way back like that. So, and I can see over there that that's almost lining up with the door jamb. Looks like at about 15 degrees, 20 degrees, and that's about what I got here. So I think what I'm going to do is cut this. I've got 2.5 inches here in the back, and you know, it's right on the bar here in the front. So I think what I'm going to do is just cut this right here on both sides, and that way I can rotate this top down. I don't know if I was showing you that. Just cut it right here, and I can rotate this top down till it's at least level. It should be tilted back a little because the front end's too high, but not that much. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. And on this one, where that panel is over there, I'll cut it right where it's right where that patch place is, and this will rotate the top down. And I started, as I put pressure on, I put a big plate up here and squished it. I can get it down, but as I'm doing that, it bows this out. So I can't have a lot of stress in the sheet metal. So I got to get that top down. I'm just wondering whether it would be better to cut it there at the frame. It looks like it. Now this is forward a couple inches. I'll measure it up. I'm going to cut it on the other side, and I'll measure this side, cut it in the same place. Well, I did a little cutting on it. I cut a little off this bottom here. I wound up splitting that in a couple places. It looks pretty weird from this angle. It looks like it's coming up and then going down. I'm not sure what I'll do about that. I think I'll probably put a little piece of 3/8 in there. But if I raise that, yeah, I need to raise that up just a little. No, this is still, that's about straight right there. I don't really have any way of checking the level of it. Let me see if I can check that. Actually, I do. This frame is level right now, and if I check the back of this window, see, it's I gotta tilt it out about 1/8 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch to make it level. So I'm going to put a little piece up in here, see if I can raise this up and see what happens. Well, it looks like it did it. I just put a little 3/8 round up, or a square up in there. And now checking the back of the window, it's pretty straight. You know, this is all kind of hooply. Anyway, that's pretty close. What it did do is pull up my stuff here and left me a little bit of a gap, which is not that big a deal. I can cut a little off right here. Does look a little better. And as far as the overall look, it looks pretty vertical, real close. And so the thing is setting with the front end up perfectly level. So when it gets the motor and stuff in it, it's going to be pointed down. So that's about where that back half of the roof's going to go. I'll go ahead and clamp that one up, and then I need to cut a little bit off of that to lower it down. And if I have a gap here, I'll just weld a piece of round tube in there. Actually, you know, that whole thing flexes, so I can bend it up and tack it. Let's cut her up and see what happens. Well, there we go. Got it all trimmed up. Back windows straight as reasonably can be expected. Fits pretty good around there. I got the roof has a curve to it, but I clamped that 1-inch piece on it up there. You can see that it'll be nice and straight back to front. It drops 3/8 of an inch, or about a 1/2 inch, just 1/2 inch, either 3/8 or 1/2 inch. I don't know which one I put in there, but that's where it'll go. And all looks good. The cowl's on pretty straight. I might have to play with it a little bit. but I got everything centered, holding center. It's clamped there in the front. I can move on to making brackets. This front one here, there's no way am I going to try to put an 8-inch bolt, 9-inch bolt in there. So I either cut a hole in the frame or weld a nut over that hole. Probably be the best to weld a nut. Get me a bolt that will fit it, center it up, just weld it right to the frame, and I'll have to make some kind of spacer. I got some body mounts, little 1/4-inch rubber washers coming. I think there's 6 of them, so 4 here under the frame. Maybe I won't even shock mount that cowl. I'll just bolt it on solid. I looked at the cowl the guy had made. It's not even close. I had no idea what he was trying to do. But anyway, the thing's on straight. Like I say, I got some work here to get the curve of this cowl right. Got to cut off this bottom piece here where the door frame and everything goes. Yeah, I'm going to mount this frame solid to the frame, and the toe boards I'll mount it with a 1/4-inch bushing and a bolt. So that ought to be good enough. I didn't even have to move my back stuff. I don't have it exactly square yet with the tires, but you see now it's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. But this is not a big deal to center this, and I'll make some good brackets there to bolt that on. I probably ought to get some kind of tires on it. I want to use these wheels because they were good wheels and I paid for them. They look like center lines, they're not. So I'm probably going to have to tub this. I'm not sure. I'll have to measure something to see how much tire I got, but I've only got like 1 inch there. I think it's got to be quite a bit more than that. Anyway, now it's all clamped together where it can be, I wouldn't feel bad right now about just starting to tack this in and fool around with that. This gap here in the back, that's going to be real easy. Here's a 3/8 bar. There's no trouble putting a piece of that in there. I got some round bar. I think it'd be a lot better. And I want to use this stuff for that roof brace and some other things. I need to put some gussets here in the back of the door frame. I'll make those out of 1/8-inch plate, and I'll probably put one in the front too, because You know, just those little butt welds are not really good enough. I'll gusset both of these. I have to get some more steel, I can tell already. And I tried cutting that back piece off up there. I didn't get all the way through. I need a new wheel. That one wasn't quite big enough. But this is all good. I'll be able to pull this down and weld it. I'll cut all this nasty stuff out of the top. Make a square out of this stuff. Weld it in. I'm probably gonna just make sure I got everything all straight here. Pull this back part of the roof off and weld and clamp it up all real good and straight and flat. And then I'll work on trying to fix the rest of this. At this point, I could start welding on it, but you see this door hinge here, or the opening side, worked out real good. And this lift over here, I got clamped in. See, this is gonna work real good. I can weld this all together. Fits good here on the bottom. I'll make some kind of a bracket here that'll weld onto the I'm going to make this body where it comes off in one piece. So that'd be a lot easier. Just welding up everything. And I can make patches for this hole here easy enough. This turned out it's still holding real good in here. So this is my final set for the body. Of course, you can see how these are flopped in. I need to probably just put this reinforcing bar up in here, right up at the top, so that'll hold that all flat. This is all good here. I've kind of got my lips bent up a little bit in this area. Well, it's not moving a lot now, but it's pretty flexible. I'm close over here. Looks like the body's still got to come in some. Well, I'll sort all this out. But basically it's cut up and put where I want it. Now it'll just be a matter of fine-tuning it. I need to move this old Dodge out of here because my welder won't reach that far. I got so much stuff. These are Mustang shocks for that, so I can get that front end down. I ordered some spring compressors, but I just need to get it in here on tires, and then I can work on getting the doors. I got some bear claw latches coming. I'm not sure how I'm going to hook those up yet, but I like to get the doors in it clamped real solid before I start finalizing the frame and welding gussets and stuff. Anyway guys, like and subscribe. Moving right along.